Sometimes life needs adjustments to work out for us, and making these adjustments can be difficult to see. Welcome to Change for a Better Life, Love, and Health with Nadia, a weekly empowerment show hosted by world-traveled Nadia Rosh, as she brings needed information to help you select the right path in life's challenges, relationships, and just taking care of your body. Nadia welcomes all questions on the show by calling 888-565-1470 and asking anything that you're having a problem with. You can see Nadia on changeforthebetter.tv, as each week she will bring new solutions to your life. And to reach Nadia directly, call 954-907-5176. Now, let's get ready for change with Nadia Rosh.
Welcome, everybody. Yes, this is Nadia Rosh, and this is Monday. Like always, we can change that, and hopefully we can change the point to change our life for the better. So, my guest today is Kara.
Yeah.
And she's a singer, and maybe you can say something about you more. We're going to know with whom we are talking today.
Speaking, sure. Yeah. Well, my name is Kara. I'm originally from the Midwest, kind of Chicago area.
Uh-huh.
And I moved here. I studied with an amazing vocal coach, Mary Walkley, and she's really changed my voice to be able to sing like pop music.
Uh-huh.
I have a ton of albums, like about 5 or 6 on iTunes. Just released one called Whistleblower, which does have a song called Sexology on it.
Sexology. So. Yeah, why we're mentioning this, because we have a serial of program already, and we're talking about relationship, and especially now we start already talking like 2 programs. We start talking about a sex life in relationship, which is a most important part of relationship.
It really is.
Yes. So you are so beautiful. You are popular. So how's your sex life going? Tell us about this.
Well, when you said sex is the most important part of a relationship, like it is. Last June, I broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years, and I don't know. I'm not one of these people who kind of jump into the next thing. And so I really took time to really think about it and what happened. And it really was down to sex. Mm-hmm. It really was. It was like, things broke down there, and then stuff started breaking down there. And then he got a little mean, and I'd be like, what, are you just tired? And then just the whole thing led to him sort of cheating.
Because I think is most of us, when we excited at first, when we're attracted to man, right?
Yeah.
And we love everything about him. And then for a while, we start looking them a little bit differently, because
it's true. The baggage.
Yeah. It's how they acting, how they treat you and everything. Mm-hmm. And then this excitement is going more and more down, and you try to actually see what else I can love. And when it's actually love is gone, attraction is gone, sex is gone. For women, I don't know about men, is probably different, but in my experience, that's what it is. When we lose attraction, we're not excited anymore, and the sex is not that much good, and you just think, how can I be with this man, 5 years? Yeah. Even 1 year, is everything wonderful, and suddenly is not starting, like it's not matched anymore, it's not pleasant anymore, and this is what it is. And actually, this is why today we have a very special guest. She is from Philadelphia, and she's a sex specialist.
The crack bell.
Yes, and she's actually help people resolve these problems what they have with the sex and relationship. So I think as we can invite her now, and her name is Dr. Heather Richards. Heather, you with us?
Yes, hello.
Okay, hello, my dear. I'm very pleasant to have you here because we are talking about sexual life on relationship, and we already know education about sex is not actually very well. This is not just this country. I speak with many men and women in other countries.
Interesting.
Everybody have approximately the same issues. So
A little bit of taboo on the subject or something, right?
yes, and not just taboo. People, for example, people want to drive car. They look at Ferrari is a very good car. I know it's very powerful. I want to jump in the car and drive. You can't drive if you don't know what car have a power. You don't know what is the mechanism is inside. You have to know what you do. Same thing, people jump in relationship and they don't know how to drive relationship. They even don't know how to do sex. All education, mostly people have watching some, porno or some movie or something, Hollywood showing something, but that's all not real. It's not all real. So Heather, you is in this industry. So you are the most knowledgeable person, and you can tell us what is actually you see the most of the issue when people come to you with what issue they have a most.
So I'm a sexologist, and
Yes.
I see the most people just wanting to figure out what happened, meaning couples coming to me, trying to figure out how come they're not attracted to each other, or how can they spice up their sex life, or they become bored. Sex is the number 2 reason in America why people get divorced.
Is number 1 financial?
Yes.
Okay.
And I always say that if you had better sex, the money would actually go away. Because you would be in such euphoria from having good sex that you could work the money out.
Exactly. It's actually when is a man feel he can please woman so well, and a woman appreciate him so well.
Yeah.
Woman inspire men to have more money to actually please the woman again.
There's just so much love
yes,
in there.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
And originally man is a giver. They like to give if they receive appreciation, So yes, this is a very, very important part of life, right? We know this sexual energy is the most powerful energy, right? And this energy can drive every part of your life, This is why some people have money, but they not satisfied their personal life. Is nothing make a sense for them, because his money not is your life. It's actually I can say the sex is most important part of the life, because we do everything for that. Woman looking good to attract the man for what? To having sex, right? Man doing
to keep them coming back for sex.
Something good, in
like a relationship. Yeah.
For what? To have attract the woman and have a sex.
Yeah, that's
So
true. They want to get the best one that they can get so they can show her off.
Yes.
I mean, I think I agree with you to a point, Nadia. I think there is a bigger picture when it comes to intimacy, because it's not always intercourse. Some people like to have intimacy, which is just touching, which is just being around someone or cuddling. Men and women like to do that. Mm-hmm. So I think that plays a part in the overall picture. But sometimes it doesn't end up in intercourse, because some people are okay with just having someone who cares and loves them. And like you said earlier, someone there to do something for them, to show appreciation. Mm-hmm. So I think it's all wrapped up in human sexuality and how we are as people and what we crave. because we do crave someone's touch, not just intercourse.
Exactly.
So,
Touching, kissing, hugging. That's a part. What people summon. People who can make it intercourse. Right? Is this easy to do? You don't have to do anything. So this is your natural thing, and you do this. It's actually sex. This is same natural thing like you breathing. It's the same natural like you living.
I saw squirrels doing it just the other day.
Yes, this is nothing you can change. That's a part of your life. So when is man or woman, they try to speculate to each other. It's like sex for somebody is like a tools. Woman can say no. You know what? If you don't do this, we're not gonna do sex or something. This is like if you don't do something for me, I'm not let you breathe air. This is not natural. This is we don't have to do limits to each other, because in using this is like a tools. This is so natural, and some people they have problem because they not understand what is sex is. Is it not just a physical thing? This is caring about each other, be kind to each other, to appreciate each other presence, kissing, going somewhere, hugging, it's a so big thing, and this is so spiritual. Other people don't understand this either.
I think some men, like a lot of them I know, are just, I don't know, I guess they're just not spiritually in touch, and they don't even they don't even know that.
Because I think it's a lack of education. It's a lack of education. Or
they're getting education in the wrong way about how to just have this chick and that chick and then text her when, I'm in one now, and all he does is text. I'm watching YouTube videos just to see how to get him to call. It's like retarded.
Yes.
I don't know where he's
lack
at.
of communication. That's a big mistake. When people become to a relationship, isn't it, Heather?
Yes.
Yeah,
this is a very, very big problem, and that's actually why some open relationships are starting to work out better, because you have to communicate about contraception and everything else, about who else you're sleeping with, if you're sleeping with someone. Those relationships are proving to work better because you have more communication than you do when you're in a monogamous relationship, which makes it really is kind of a weird thing that's going on now with relationships. But monogamous relationships are going down because they're not communicating, and people are getting STDs more.
Yes, you know what is sometimes people, actually today I received a message, and the man said, "It look like you don't want to talk to me." And I text him back and I say, "You know what? Only what I receive, it text from you. So it's look like you don't want to talk to me, because it's talk, it's you calling and we're speaking."
And look at that. That's total miscommunication. He's thinking one thing, and all you got to do is pick up the phone and call. And I think a lot of older people might understand that.
Sometimes I remind people, you know what? We have a phone for calling, not just texting.
But that takes, guts, because she could not pick up. Or I don't know. It's more effort, and men, they just want to send text to 5 girls.
That's make a distance, I think. What do you think, Heather?
Or they're afraid to get close, like that new song out now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lump them all men in one category, because
of course not. No, of course not.
I guess I'm talking about Miami players.
Yeah,
that are good looking and they got the whole package.
Everybody comes.
Have so much attention
places.
from women.
I know.
And everybody learns something else.
Mm-hmm.
So my advice to you would be, if you see a guy coming and he's texting and he won't respond, go to the next one. It's a huge ocean.
Exactly. That's what I say to the girls. You know what?
Yeah, just
you don't have to chase the man. You don't have to call them. Mm-hmm. Like a few days ago, one man wanted to communicate with me, and he gave his business card to me.
Okay.
And I say, it's very good, but if you want to talk, I prefer you call me, because
Wow. I wouldn't have said that.
I have some kind of standard to not to call the man. It's so surprise him, he
But no,
said,
you were honest. That I should do that.
and I
like
say,
that.
you know what, I'm not calling man. If man is not interesting, I'm not calling man. If man interesting, he connect to you,
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. I agree with you, Heather. And but what is a sexual problem mostly people have? You are like a sex therapist. People coming to you a specific point of their life when they lose this attraction and they don't know how to renew their sexual life, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, what is in your practice? What is the most common problem people have now with sex? Why they don't have this pleasure anymore?
Because of everyday life. Life happens. You have children. Your time gets smaller and smaller each day together, and people forget why they fell in love and when they met and how it felt. So when they come to me, I try to remind them what it was and how it was in the beginning. So that's the most common thing I see with couples when they come. They just lose the spark. Kids do that. You have a baby every day. You have to hold, you have to feed. You are not in the mood, especially women. Our hormones change after we give birth. And sometimes it takes a long time for us to have the feeling of wanting to be intimate with our spouse again or our partner. So it really is a lot of different things for women. But sometimes men could experience that as well.
Exactly.
Where they feel like, oh, she's gained too much weight, or, oh, I'm feeling a little stressed or sleepy because the baby was crying and I have to go to work. So I try to help the couples put romance back in their life. And it's tough, but they do it. They have to schedule time. You have to maybe just schedule time to touch each other. Couples forget that you are here and they are there, and you need to touch me.
Yes.
You don't know how many hours or days go by when couples or partners don't even touch.
Yes.
They forget.
Sometimes I asking couple, do you know you have lips? They say, yeah, we have. I say, do you know why you have lips? They say, what is the question is? I say, because you forget for what you have lips. Lips is for kissing. You have to kiss each other. You have to touch each other. You have to caressing each other. And they're like, yeah, right. Even people having sex, they're not kissing each other. I cannot believe.
No, I know.
How does this happen?
Yes.
Why we lose this ability to use our lips?
Because it's intimate or something. I don't know. I don't know how it. Yeah, I'm in that with somebody now.
You understand what is?
I'm with that with somebody now. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like intercourse is like less intimate for him than kissing, it seems, because he doesn't. I have to like say kiss me or It's weird. Why is that, sexologist?
Sexual template. We all have something called our sexual template. So it's not in their sexual template, unfortunately. But it can be something that they can learn, but they have to be committed to learn that kissing is something that they might like. But they have to try it first to see if it's something they like with someone that they like.
I think is, when is men and women, they attract first, right? I think is woman supposed to tell the man what she like it, because men don't think like we think, and men can feel us as we feel. So to them to know us, we have to talk them and to talk to them and tell what you like it. I always asking men, do you like kissing? If the man say no, not really, I'm fine with that, I'm like, I'm sorry, you know what, we are not matched. Because for me to be excited, foreplay is supposed to be like 30 minutes kissing. It's a minimum, And they're like, They don't know that. You know
Wow,
what
you're
is
good. She goes right out with all these questions. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's true. Women should tell men what they like, but unfortunately, because of how we were, how our country was, women were suppressed. You weren't supposed to say anything. You were just supposed to reproduce. For so many years, women didn't have a voice.
Glad that's not
Remember, we
now.
didn't have a voice. But now we have a voice, and now we are starting to tell men what we like. But remember, some men don't like it. They don't want you to they think you're being bossy, or why are you telling me? So it's a whole learning curve. And we have to remind them that, hey, just because you are doing something that you think feels good to me and it doesn't feel good, I'm going to tell you it doesn't feel good. But that hurts a man's ego. So it's a very delicate situation.
Exactly. When it's just ego driving, only motivation to have orgasm, that's, this is like you missed two in other parts of your sexual life, because orgasm is not a sex. It's just, it's a, your ego talking, and you want to release, and doesn't matter what is your partner want and do and feel, and and then when statistically, you're asking the man, how many women in your life you can say they are the greatest lover what you ever have, and they say, okay, for example, take 10 women with whom you've been. How many women is you cannot forget it? This is like, oh my God, that's amazing. I was in heaven with her. You know what? This is, men say one woman.
really?
When you asking woman, how many men in your life do the best lover ever, and you passed out when you have orgasm or something, they say never, or maybe one. That's mean, you know what? We have a sex life, and we both men and women, we are not actually satisfied.
Really? Is it that bad?
Is that bad?
I don't
is
know.
Is that bad? It's that bad. I researched about this, and I found about 6%, 5-6% of people have education. When these people become more spiritual, and they go, tantric club, and they do something together to
Well,
please
that's the
each
thing.
other.
It's education. Yeah. If you start
Education.
reading books about intimacy and things like that, which I've kind of started doing because I've realized I don't know much about dating and how to keep the ones I want
Yes.
and things like that.
That's a good idea.
So,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
You agree with
Research.
that?
Yes.
How to date.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Just
is what you do.
Research.
That's what you do, or by your section. What you do with people coming to you, and you actually start educate them, right, about relationship and about sex. And some people, very surprising, they don't know that. They don't know how to really be in relationship with each other. They don't know each other, even they live 5, 6, 7 years. They really don't know each other. They are too busy to know each other. They don't know each other bodies. They don't. They don't see, for example, when this woman have a period, her whole body change. What she liked before and now is so different. After her period, she's different. Men not educated about that. They don't know. And women, like Heather said, they before they not even talk about this, because it's a kind of taboo or something, what women not supposed to say. But this is why is so many issues we have, because we don't know each other.
Well, I don't know if I'd agree.
So many women are dissatisfied, though. There are a lot of women who are just not satisfied sexually and still in relationship.
Yes, it is because of.
Is that what you find?
Yeah, because they afraid to not find it another man who will be better than this one, or financial problems. They
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
can
we
do that.
think.
Or, children. They think, the child need a father.
No, of
and
course. That's a
everything,
big one.
Yes.
That's a big one. I have a friend trying to make it work with her, the father of her child and, for the child. And I'm like, well, you can't look at it like that, right? Is that good advice?
Well, you can make it work if you're going to get help to make it work.
Exactly. That's what we are, to help.
Get some help to make it work. Yeah. Yeah, I think she might want it more, though, than him. He's a little younger,
Okay. Well, you need two people to want it equally.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
People come
definitely
to
good to
me.
know.
Yes.
It takes two to make the tango.
Because one person is going to get tired of giving everything while the other one is receiving. So it's reciprocal.
That's
You
right.
have to give,
You're right.
and the other person has to give. They're 50 and you're 50, and it makes each other. They have the 100. It works when two people give equally.
Exactly. And some people say, "Oh, we lose the love." Yes, it is, because one give too much love, another one to give not enough.
Yeah.
And this is like you build.
So many aspects of this.
If you
That's
build
such
a
a
building,
balance.
right?
There's a lot to say.
If you build
Yeah.
a building, you have to do the levels the same thing. The stories is supposed to be the same level. If you build one side and another side is not built, building is never going to be right.
Yeah. It's
So
not
you
gonna be
have to be
secure.
the always, and communication and education. That's the most important. What we are missing, and so many people asking me, and I do consulting them. And when we go deeper, and they realize they don't know, they really don't know. And for men, realize they don't know nothing about sex. That's for them is surprise. It's surprise. And for example, I'm ask them, do you know where is the G spot in woman body? Somewhere. Somewhere.
No. I wonder what they do for a
we have a
living.
break. Yes, we have a break, and we come back. Either you will be with us a little bit. Either.
Hello, I have to go at 6:30.
Oh, you have to go. Okay. I appreciate you be with us. It's very helpful. And if you don't care, we're gonna continue next Monday with you.
Okay, I'll be here.
It's great. Okay, thank you so much. And this is a Dr. Heather Richards. She's a sexologist, a sex therapist from Philadelphia. And if you have a question, please call us. We're gonna contact you with the doctor. Thank you.
Do you feel stuck in all areas of your life and are unable to make a change? Do you feel unfulfilled and want more of your life? Do you have a big challenge or goal in your life that you're trying to achieve? Let's get ready to transform your life. Nadia Rosh could be the missing ingredient in your life. Nadia Rosh is a life coach that will help you get from where you are to where you want to be in your life. Being a client of Nadia, you will be able to achieve personal and professional goals, restore happiness in your life, decrease stress, increase confidence, and self-esteem. Nadia has helped clients develop deeper and closer relationships, improve communication skills, and gain greater clarity and understanding in your life. Nadia coaches men, women, adults, or youth, and helps everyone get ready to transform their life. Call Nadia Rosh at 954-907-5176 or visit RadioNadia777@gmail.com and get your free consultation. Join our radio TV show on changeforthebetter.tv and ask your questions on the air. Call 954-907-5176 today and change for the better. You are listening to Change for a Better Life, Love, and Health with Nadia Rosh as she explains options in your life. Join the conversation by calling 888-565-1470 and talking with Nadia. If you would rather write in a question, visit her website at www.nadiarosh.com. support.changeforthebetter.tv and chat in a question. Nadia promises to respond as quickly as she can. Now, back to our show.
But do you know you will be on YouTube, you know?
Oh, what?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I want to remind everybody, if you missed a part of our show, we will be on YouTube tomorrow. And you just need the type Nadia Rosh, and all my videos, all my shows is recorded, and you can find it me, or you can visit my website, changeforthebetter.tv.
Okay.
And there you go. We are here. You can listen everything. You can ask in question and everything.
Maybe not the best thing. No,
yes.
just kidding.
As we talk about sex life today, continue from another 2 weeks with it. So, your song is sexuality.
Yeah,
What is it about? I just want to know what is in your thoughts to make this kind of song.
Well, I wrote this song a long time ago. Like, I was a teen. It was called Sexology 101.
Sexology, okay.
And I never heard anyone ever say the word sexology, which is why it's, like, amazing that there's a sexologist. Like, I didn't even know, you know, this whole thing is kind of coming together.
Even though they existed, right?
Yeah, which goes, again, to show you how much education we had growing
lack
up.
of education we have.
But I always thought that there should be something called Sexology 101, like a class that you went to.
Right.
And the song, it's like, let's see, it's a jazz song. Sexology 101, learn the basics, so baby, come on.
See, learn in the basic.
Right.
Because you know what I found is actually so many men, not all, some of them educated, you know, and they have experience with a woman. But some of them, for example, you know, they married young and they live like 15, 20 years with one woman, hopefully with one woman, to not hurt the woman.
Yeah.
But they have only one experience with one woman, right?
Yeah.
And then they divorce it and they want to date again and they have no knowledge. They think they know something about sex, but this is, you know, when you start asking the question, for example, like I ask, do you know where is a G-spot in woman body?
Yeah, well, if they never studied that or explored the territory.
Do you? Yes, exactly. Do you know how many orgasms women can have it?
Yeah, yeah.
They don't know. 1 or 2, you know. Woman can have orgasm unlimited time, whatever she can handle, you know, if the men know how to make it, woman to have orgasm. So
for sure, and then as the woman is acknowledgeable, like she can figure it out.
Women even don't know how many orgasms she can have it. Or for example,
it's
what
true,
kind
but
of
it is true if your partner is I don't know.
What kind of orgasm woman can have it?
Well, the two, you know.
Yeah. I can tell you 11.
11 different kinds.
Kinds of
Are you gonna list them?
But yeah, you know what? Even women don't know.
I'd like to hear you list them. Inform us of the 11, please, Nadia.
So that's what I say. Education about how to drive this Ferrari of love have to be done. You have to learn. You have to communicate with the man, because if you don't say, man, what do you like? Because even he have experience with another woman, but you don't know, he don't know you, you know. We are so unique. Everybody is so unique.
It is
what
true.
Like another
Everything
one, don't
is-
like another one.
Yeah.
So before the bed, before they have sex, I can say physical one.
At dinner, you know, you're having a nice dinner.
You know what?
Gee, honey.
Woman supposed to talk to the man if they already decide, okay, they have these feelings, they want to be together. Before they go to the bed, they have to discuss between them two. What do you like and what men like? Because you have to do for the man either, you know, and you have to know his body, his physiology, and you have to ask him, How do you like?
Okay, see,
Before
I've never done
sex.
that.
You see?
Never, never, never. And in fact, I would think that what you're saying is wrong. I would actually think that like it's once you're there, you figure it out what they like. You know, when you're in the moment.
You know what?
That's what I would think, but I'm thinking you might be right.
When you come to the restaurant, you first of all you have menu. That's already instruction. What they have it and what you can choose it, right? Same thing.
Well, how many different things are on the sex
Exactly, exactly. When it's coming to the sex, you have to have your menu. You have to present to the man what you have. You know, for example, I like to be kissing this part of my body. I like to be kissing by this part of my body. You know,
Well, then what if he overdoes it?
I have to be kissing, not less than 30 minutes. Then I have orgasm and you going to enjoy my energy.
Doesn't that take the spontaneity out of it? Or
no, you know what? That's another thing. The people is too shy to ask the most important thing in their life.
Although it could be, I mean, I know, when you're at dinner with men talking about sex, they love it. It's like the most favorite conversation. So
see that?
I guess that can't
why
be
to
bad.
not to be open?
Yeah.
Why to not to see, and ask, what?
That's fascinating. You're going to change my whole love life, Nadia. This is ridiculous. I want to be sitting there going, oh, this is for her.
That's my point. Change to other people's life for better.
Okay, look at you. All right.
You're in the right place.
I am.
So, but you know what? You are young, and doesn't matter how young or mature. I don't like word old because we're never old. We never die really, and we never old. We are create. This is in our mind. This timeline, aging, and everything.
The body, because you see the body.
Same thing. We are become more mature because they think, oh, I'm 40. Or like people said, 30, that's it. I'm going older. Who said that? Before, people lived 900 years. If you read the scripture, Bible, whatever, people lived 900 years. So how do you think they think is they old or not?
Yeah, I think it's called ageism, and I think it's sad, and I think I don't like it in society. I really don't. It's like a label.
You
it's
become
a box.
older because you think you're older.
You're blah, and you're blah, and then you start to mentally follow what that is.
Exactly.
So you have to be very careful with it. Yeah, I hate it.
Men become older when they think, okay, my life is finished. I'm over 50. That's it.
No.
You know what? 50, this is the most powerful age for the man because he have a knowledge.
It's true,
financial knowledge. Yep. He's growing as a man finally. So this is for him. His life is just start.
Even though he may not have hair or might be gray beard. Anyway, just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's important thing because his hair is actually we have hair is like antennas. And we receive the knowledge. This is why is
also it could get easier to them.
Yeah, this is why woman is always supposed to have long hair. we are more wiser than them because of that. Because we have. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, well, it kind of holds it in.
But this is it's a sense too. Woman hair is not just for the beauty. This is a lot of things. So this is why we have a DNA in our hair. So this is actually your library of a whole generation of whatever you've been.
Oh, that's fascinating. Yes. But I thought it was just dead cells.
No, this is why it's so important to treat your hair too.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. So some men think they are macho. And they can take and now this very easy of woman to have woman. They don't have to work so much. Before, men supposed to follow the woman and fight for her. They have a battle. They have a war.
Yeah.
to having woman.
Well, that would be for the princess.
Yes.
I'm a professional princess, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you are. You are. You're doing a show. Yes, and you as a princess there.
I do. I work for MiamiSuperhero.com. So
yes.
if you want me there as Cinderella or
yes,
and you can fight over me. All the guys
yeah.
can fight over me.
Exactly. So. But this is not just a title for your show. You're supposed to be the princess. Man's supposed to fight for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they want to, and I don't think they want it so easy either.
They're not for you. That's what I always say. If you are not with me, you're not for me.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of men and beautiful and a very good men. So if one is acting like...
On to the next.
Let him go. You know what? Let him found it the easy woman. That's what I say. You know what? Men say, I don't know how to chase the woman. I say, well, if you want to be with me, you have to learn. If you don't want to learn, I'm not for you. Go and take another woman who don't need to be chased. So it's a kind of,
Yeah. Yeah, but I have found that, like, there's different personalities with men, too. Like, I'm newly dating one now, and he's very nice. He's amazing, but it's like, usually I go for the ones who are like, for example, somebody looked at him and said, oh, do you like her? And he's like, yeah, and it's just like, like right away in the second date to know that, like, I don't know, Am I just crazy?
No, this is not your fault, because you are
like, there should be a little bit more of, I don't know, I don't know, something a little more macho thing maybe that I like.
Talk to him and tell him, you know what, I am not as others with whom you've been before me. I am like that. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. You can't treat me like this because I'm not accept that me to be treated like that, Yeah. They respect that because, they missing this too, They build as a man to protect us. Mm-hmm. And we become macho now. We can protect them. We are too strong. We do exercise the same as they do,
I've read about that.
Lift the weight, we become bodybuilders or super duper
fit
with a muscles like a man,
Well, I'm a personal trainer too, but you gotta.
You still have to be princess.
You gotta remain your femininity.
Do that.
It's like femininity.
Exactly.
You could still be feminine in the gym, though.
We are women lose this, and this is a society. In 50s, 60s, women in this country more feminine. I don't talk about my country because my country is different thing.
Oh.
The Soviets are built equal between men and women, so they have everything equal. And they work equal, They do all men job and then everything. And this is no. It's a difficult for women to keep it her, the
femininity,
feminine and to be very gentle, to not speak loud or don't do, like. Yeah. You go and change the tire in your car, and men standing around and looking, and I say, what do you looking? I like to look like a woman working.
I know.
This is ridiculous,
I know. Well, you know what I find as I have my own apartment, my own jobs, and I support myself too. I find I sometimes have to go into two different mind frames. There's the aggressive, the sales, the pay my bills, and then there's like the dating frame where you're a little bit more like, you show a little bit more vulnerability, than you would. Like even talking on the phone, you have to, change your language a little bit.
Exactly.
I've noticed.
Exactly.
You would agree with that?
Yes.
Okay,
You
I'm on
need
the
to
right-
be more soft.
I'm on the right page with that.
Yes.
And sometimes you forget, or you just, I don't know. It's like a whole different act, It's like you're an actor and this is a different role.
Yes.
It's
We have
interesting.
to be kind of a part of the life as an equal. So we're not bigger or smaller each other, but we are so different in our levels, Woman is supposed to be in her level, a man's supposed to be in his level. But this is not
When they're
a
together, you
dominate.
mean?
It's not. These levels is not dominated. It's actually is complete each other.
Right. Like, yeah. Yeah, I've been in some where it's like a competition and that like doesn't work at all.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, you gotta like support each other. Yeah.
Yeah. You say is your previous relationship is actually you lose this attraction of the sex life.
In fact, yeah, I wanted to go back to that because you said something. I think it might have started with me because I started becoming less attracted to him when there was just all these like issues with his family and then financially and I think I just, you know what I mean? Like he even said to me before, he's like, you don't come to me anymore. Like you don't ever initiate our intimacy. And, and I would tell him, well, like you're doing some things to me that I don't like. And then I don't know, I guess instead of like saying, well, what do you like? And we talk about it, he kind of just like froze up. Like his male ego was just like, and I think that's when he moved on. I think
Because
that might have been the moment.
we have to know how men thinking. Men thinking about sex when they want sex. This is then the process when they start thinking. A period of time when they think about
If
sex.
they see something on TV that turns them on, you mean? Or
Yes,
something?
and we are different. Our sex life is starting from we waking up, and our life start become build our sexuality
Yeah,
or
it's
put
true.
this down.
It's true. It's true.
And this is like he treat you bad a whole day, saying to you something and put in you his problem.
yeah. Yeah.
You are down, and when he
Yeah.
want to sex, but you already sexually down by his action.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see what
I think
happened?
that's what happened. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, a man is not supposed to bring in woman mind all his problems
I see.
because
Even if I asked him, because I thought we were like friends and he should tell me.
because
and-
it's actually
Right?
woman can do nothing about that.
No,
you
and
know?
I couldn't. And
You
it's
couldn't,
frustrating.
but
Yeah.
in your mind you start thinking, and this is make you down.
It's true. We do. We keep like.
See, our mind is never stop, and we take the problem what men have in our mind. We can do nothing, but we're
Yeah.
still thinking. Sometimes we do.
It's like you take on his
We try to
problems.
give them
Yeah.
advice, which is stupid. Women
Why
not
is it
supposed
dumb?
to.
Because you want him to change what
Exactly,
he's doing so
but-
you can make things better for us,
But it's men not supposed to give us any information of his life outside
Really?
the house. No, he have to come home and say, "Honey, I'm home. I'm all yours."
Is that how we're supposed to be to them too?
Yes, yes. This is how they supposed to be educated.
Well, how is that good communication if you're not communicating the issues of your life?
No, you communicate about life, but not of his business or his problems.
Not of the problems.
No,
Really?
no. Because it's
Really?
actually you can't change nothing in his problem. If you don't work with him,
Well, don't they feel better when they let it out or
no,
something?
no. They just put the
So
all
as a
this.
therapist, you don't think talking about it helps?
No,
I think I like you a lot. I think you're right.
thank you.
Because there's some therapists that, obviously they're trained and they, they talk. I feel like it makes the problem worse because you think about it
You
more.
see that? Yes,
Yeah.
because we have to understand what is woman is and what is man. What is the purpose for woman and what is the purpose for the man? Woman, that's all inside a house. Everything what is in the house include bedroom, that's a woman responsibility. Man, everything with outside. His business, his partners, his issues, his everything.
Yeah.
Garbage too. That's outside the house.
It is true. My ex had the garbage.
Everything is what is outside the house. It's a man's responsibility.
It's tough living on your own. I'm like, oh, I got to do the garbage.
Yes. But you clean the house, you pack the garbage,
I do.
let him go.
I'm good at cleaning.
Outside the house. Is everything, yes, what is outside the house, that's a man's responsibility.
But the problem lies in if you're in an apartment building when it's like, you have other people taking care of the outside, that's when, I don't know, he would have dishes. You know what I mean? You got to like...
No, men not supposed to have dishes. No.
Yes, dishes.
No.
Because that's dirty.
Because
that's
you
like
don't like
garbage.
it. No, but this is inside the house. Everything inside the house, that's you.
Or if you cook,
Don't
the other
give him what he's not supposed to do, because this is not right. Let him go outside and kill the mammoth and bring this meat to you.
I'm a vegetarian.
Money, that's his responsibility. Shopping, that's his responsibility.
Oh, well, if he's working and making the whole money for the house, now that's a different story.
No, that's the only story was supposed to be.
Oh, but it's certainly not that way. Yeah.
When is woman want to have a man, that's a 4 part of the life is supposed to be covered. Man's supposed to be for her as a king, because she listening him, she follow him.
Yeah.
His word is the law for her.
No, and when you love a man like
Yes.
that, he is your king.
It's a king.
Like he is.
He
He's wonderful.
is the husband, which is
Yeah.
provider of the whole family. He's a husband. No matter how they legally, he's a provider. He's supposed to be provider. He's supposed to be the best lover for her, and she not looking another one to replace him.
Right.
Sex is
That's true too.
and she's supposed to be girl. She's supposed to be very gentle and sometimes say, "Oh, I'm so scared."
Well, vulnerability. I was reading about
Be
that.
the knife for me, save me, protect me.
My parents have been together for like 40 some years. And I'll find my mother will pull one of those. She'll be like, "Oh, honey, the spider." Ah!
Yes, exactly.
And my dad will
And
act like, "Oh, okay." But he loves
he
it.
have to be hero for her.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I mean.
It's true.
Be princess, be girl. So, okay, we have to finish for today. So, with me is Kara.
Yeah.
She's a singer and a princess.
You can find me at karamusic.com, KAHRA. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, my YouTube channel. You can check out my video shot in St. Petersburg, Russia, called
good.
Broken Record.
I'm from St. Petersburg, so we're familiar with her about that.
Beautiful city. Y'all got to go.
Yes. Okay, and see you next. See you, and you can hear me next Monday, 6 p.m. And we will be with you. Any question is welcome, and have a good life. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.
A better day, better way, better life, more meaning. Change for a better day,
Do you feel stuck in all areas of your life and are unable to make a change? Do you feel unfulfilled and want more of your life? Do you have a big challenge or goal in your life that you're trying to achieve? Let's get ready to transform your life. Nadia Rosh could be the missing ingredient in your life. Nadia Rosh is a life coach that will help you get from where you are to where you want to be in your life. Being a client of Nadia, you will be able to achieve personal and professional goals, restore happiness in your life, decrease stress, increase confidence, and self-esteem. Nadia has helped clients develop deeper and closer relationships, improve communication skills, and gain greater clarity and understanding in your life. Nadia coaches men, women, adults, or youth, and helps everyone get ready to transform their life. Call Nadia Rosh at 954-907-5176 or visit RadioNadia777@gmail.com and get your free consultation. Join our radio TV show on changeforthebetter.tv and ask your questions on the air. Call 954-907-5176 today and change for the better. You have been listening to Change for a Better Life with Nadia Rosh as she explores the mysteries of life, love, and health. Tune in next week for another chapter that will help you make the right choices in your everyday situation. If you wish to contact Nadia, please call her at 954-907-5176 directly or visit the website www.changeforthebetter.tv. And thank you for tuning in for Change. The opinions expressed on